Peace, peace. What up? It's Regz. This is the regular show. What I want to talk about today is, and I know everybody done did a video, everybody gonna jump on me for making a video about this subject and all that shit and everything, but I've called up, I haven't got through on the phone and shit like that, so I figured I'd make my own video, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get it out either way. This is basically for the House of Consciousness, the whole conscious community, and Polight, Sa Neter, because you know what I mean. Like it's not just about them, but them two are like the staples, you could say, of this whole movement, conscious community, this whole paradigm that is the conscious community that's going on right now. My question to Polight is, one, what is the end goal? Like we hear you talking about like, oh, y'all see this, but y'all don't know what's really going on, and y'all don't know the big plan and whatever you want to call it. But what is the plan? Like, because people are losing faith in you. You know what I mean? It's like you had the whole shit about stealing money from people and just all that shit. Like they see you in Hollywood now, which I ain't mad at you. Do what you want. You know what I mean? I was always taught, don't judge another man, just judge him by his character. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. He do what he do. Like, that shouldn't bother you. You know what I mean? But it's like, what's going on? Like, you came through. You had the people behind you and everything like that. You was killing all this other shit. You know what I mean? You was dropping some real shit. And then it's like all this shit that you was talking about, like, white man this, white man that, you know what I mean? Which, that doesn't bother me, you know what I mean? It's like, if you white, you white, you know what I mean? Like, I judge people not on their color, but I judge them based on their character, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. It got nothing to do with your race, your sex, or nothing like that. Like, you know what I mean? I judge people on their character. So if you somebody I don't want to be around, I'm just not going to be around you. If you somebody I don't want to fuck with, I ain't going to fuck with you. But Polight, you talked all that shit saying that the white man's this, the white man's that, and now as soon as you make it and you get on, whatever you want to fucking call it, you hugged up, pictures, everything. Pharaoh put a picture of you in a headlock by a white girl and all this. Now, there's no problem with that, but the problem is all the shit that you set up saying about the white man this, the white man that, we don't fucking need him and everything. And a majority of the pictures we see you is with white people. And then you put this long description of how they're this and all that. Like, if you making moves, my dude, make moves. Ain't nobody hating on that. You know what I mean? You're the one that started this whole paradigm of white this, white that. It's all about black power and shit like that. And then we see you hugged up with, you told us that's the enemy. You know what I mean? That's what the people is mad about. Like, I could care less about what you do in your personal life and shit like that, how you dress. That shit don't bother me. That shit don't bother me at all. But what bothers me is somebody that don't stand on what they preach. That's what bothers me. That's what not just me. I'm sure that's what the people are up in arms about, because you had people behind you, bro. You had everybody behind you. You captivated the people. You had them. Sa Neter, I see what you're doing. I know what you do. I know it's all about that dollar, and that's cool. That's your business. You know what I mean? Salute to you. You don't got to go punch a clock or no shit like that. Like, you created this platform. You've been putting in work and shit like that. But you can't get away from the people, because the people are what put you there. You can't shit on the people. You know what I mean? You can't have a live stream and take calls and all this other shit, and you're basically screening. Look, this is what you do, Sa Neter, because I watch you. You know what I mean? I'm not no hater. I watch you. I fuck with y'all. But I see what the people are complaining about. And it's not that they hate you and shit like that. It's your actions. You say one thing and do another. That's what the people is so mad about. You know what I mean? So, anyway, like I was saying, when, like, take for example, you was on a live stream, right? And it was one in like a month or two ago, whatever like that, when the shit with Polight was really getting hot. It was heating up and shit like that. And that was the topic all the time. Every live stream, everybody was talking about it. And what you would do is, like, you slick. Like, I don't know if you don't think that people realize it, or you just think the people are dumb. But you would have Polight on the phone, you'd be talking to him, and then you'd be like, all right, we're going to open some calls. Oh, and then Polight be like, oh, I got that interview. I can't take no calls. Cool. You got an interview. Go do your calls and shit. Yeah, handle your business, black man. That don't bother nobody. But then when you got people calling in saying, oh, I'm on to talk about Polight. Oh, that man's not here. We can't talk about that. He's not here. But you was just there. Like, the people are calling in to talk to him, but you get him off the phone. So they can't talk to him. You feel me? Like, that's the part that gets people messed up. And then Sa Neter, you funny as hell. You funny as hell. Because what you be doing is somebody call in and the shit get hot, and then all of a sudden, like, nigga, we see you hanging up the phone. Like, you ain't slick. We see you dead in the call. Like, we can't see you, but I know what you're doing. So you were dead to call it. Hello? You there? Ah, man, we missed the caller. Oh, man, we missed the call. Like, come on, Si. Like, real shit, Si. I fuck with you heavy. I fuck with you heavy, Si. But you got to be real. You got to be 100 with everything. I know Polight your man and all that shit like that, but we doing it for the people. Polight is part of the people. So if the people got a problem with Polight, you got to let the people speak. You know what I mean? You got to stand on that. You say you're not biased and all that other shit like that, but once the heat gets turned on with Polight, you basically his shield. You the deflector for him, bro. You know what I mean? It's Si, real shit. And I've been saying that in the chat rooms and everything like that. If your channel goes, what the fuck we gonna do? I know we got other channels and shit like that and other people, but nobody's doing it like you, Si. Nobody's got such diverse content, from Dr. Savy. You got Sarasuit and Seti. You got H.O.K. You got Polight. You got Divine Pro. You got a lot of different aspects. You got a lot of different avenues, let's call them, of knowledge and perspective that the people need. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta stop this fucking hating, whatever you want to call it, hating, you know what I mean? The people ain't hating, Si. The people just fed up because the people who standing behind you and your actions are showing that you're not a stand-up dude. I mean, that's it. I you know what I mean? I'm not making no video to try to get no views and shit like that, but like I said, I couldn't get through on the on the live stream and shit like that. I've called a couple times, but I couldn't get through. But something told me if I did get through and started talking like this, I would get disconnected somehow. So I figured I'd make a video. Either way, I'm Regz. That's it.